You're listening to Building Unbreakable Brands, the podcast for leaders with a generational mindset. Do you think they can learn anything from a kid?
I know things better than you, Mom. I'm kind of an expert. Okay.
I'm Meghan Lynch. I'm an advisor to family businesses and founder of 6 Point, a brand strategy agency that helps generational brands honor their past while evolving for the future.
And I'm Henry Lynch. My mom calls me a lawyer and a comedian. I'm also a kid.
On each episode of Building Unbreakable Brands,
or Bub, as we like to call it,
Henry and I are going to talk to leaders of generational brands or experts that help generational companies endure. But first, we want you to get to know us a little bit. Henry, what do you think listeners should know about us?
I enjoy petting my cat, playing piano. I'm also pretty good at baseball, and I'm ambidextrous at some things. And we both like to read, especially Harry Potter.
Definitely. We love Harry Potter. We've been working on Bub for a while now, so it's time to let the world know what this podcast is all about. So, Henry, what do you think people can expect to hear if they download some of the episodes of our podcast?
They're going to hear you talk about business stuff, and I'm going to ask some questions and tell some jokes. Maybe even listeners could be interviewed on it. We can make some special merch that we can give to our guests.
Yes, definitely. I like seeing the Bub logo on stuff in real life.
Yeah.
Now, Henry, when we were working on some graphics for this podcast and you kind of took over the design process a little bit and made it a little bit better.
Yeah.
But you also wrote a contract that gave you complete rights to the marketing of Bub, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a pretty smart business move. Why did you do that?
I just kind of took it from the Declaration of Independence. I mean, not like copywriting, but like, you know, kind of taking part of it and making it into like almost like a silly way.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to make sure that you were okay with it.
I thought it was such a good idea. I was very impressed when I saw that. And Henry, one of the ways that I explain what a brand is to people is that a brand is kind of like a person's or a company's reputation. So it's more about what other people say about them.
So, Mom, can I add on to that?
Yeah, sure.
I think I could probably add a little joke to what you said.
Okay.
Sometimes. So wait, what'd you say? Here.
So one of the ways I explain what a brand is that it's like a person or a company's reputation.
I'm going to replace the reputation because that's actually very, very boring.
Okay.
So I'm going to kind of make it a bit more like spicier because you said I was going to do the marketing.
Yeah, that's true. How would you spice it up?
I'd say it's kind of like a business owner's bread and butter.
Ooh, I like that. A business owner's bread and butter, their brand. Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
So what do you think the brand of Building Unbreakable Brands is going to be? Like, what do you think people are going to say about us?
Well, I think they might take it as advice because if they're running a business, they can gather information from our interviews.
Oh, that's really true. I hope they do. Now, Henry, our comedian, do you have a joke for us before we wrap up?
Yes.
What is it?
What's a cat's favorite TV show?
What?
Claw and Order.
That is a good one. Yeah. I like it. Henry, Thanks for doing this podcast with me.
No problem.
I'm having a lot of fun doing it with you, and I feel like I'm learning a lot about you, too, as we go.
Yeah.
And thanks to our listeners, too.
Yeah. Thanks for listening to Building Unbreakable Brands.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening to Building Unbreakable Brands, or Bub as we like to call it.